The Confederation of African Football, CAF, has revealed the nominees for the 2024 CAF Awards, which of course will take place on the 16th of December in Marrakech in Morocco. Now, 10 top players are in the running for the prestigious Women's Player of the Year award, including stars like Sandrine, Niyonkuru and Thembi Kgatlana. The CAF Women's Interclub Player of the Year also has 6 nominees competing in the ongoing Champions League. Coaches will also be recognized with names like Kenya Junior Starlets coach Mildred Cheche and University of the Western Cape coach Thinasonke Mbuli making waves. Our winners will be chosen by a panel of experts, including coaches, captains and media professionals. The awards will honor performances from January to October 2024. Still, let's look at the Young Player of the Award nominees. We are on your screen. Interesting players from Nigeria. We have Flourish Sebastian Chiamaka also is also on the list, and she goes up, you know, against some of the players from Egypt, Stella Yamiche of Ghana, and of course Valentine in that particular order. And you know, the nominees actually goes on and on, from the Young Player of the Year to the you know, Women's Player of the Year, not forgetting Team of the Year, and of course Club of the Year. And joining us this afternoon to look at the nominees and of course look at the chances of each of the players, especially from Nigeria, coming out tops, is a women's football expert, of course. Isabella Ekioma joins us this afternoon. Good afternoon to you and welcome to In the Game.
Thank you so much, Favour, for having me once again.
All right, it seems on Wednesday, the CAF decided to look at the women's category to release list of players from the Club of the Year, Young Player of the Year, Women's Player of the Year, the nominees. And I would like us to take us to go through it together, looking at, of course, the Women's Player of the Year. Asisat Oshola, she missed out of this one, as of course, Super Falcons do get Player of the Year nomination. BFC forward, Asisat Oshola, she was not, of course, part of this, but we know that Rasheedat Ajibade, not forgetting our goalkeeper, is also part of this particular one. But I would like to get your thoughts on the exclusion of Asisat Oshola. Do you think it was right by CAF to exclude her from the nominees for the Women's Footballer of the Year?
Yes, it's very correct. You know, she moved to a new club in the US, and we have now better players positioned to, you know, win in this very category. The inclusion of Rasheedat Ajibade, especially this time around, why she plays for Atletico Madrid Femenine, is a good one because, of course, she has been very instrumental to her team performing very well in the Champions League and, of course, in the league, the female league. Then you talk about Chiamaka Nnadozie. All the nominees are well, I think it's well deserved for all of them. Tabitha Chiwanga of Malawi, all of them deserve to be there. But it's now left for the panel of judges, the journalists that will vote, and other persons to pick the right persons. But every other nominee here is supposed to be there. So I think it's a right call for them to exclude Asisat Oshola. Of course, she has been the most, she has won it. She's not going to defend it anyway, but she was the last person that won it. So I think this time around, it is a good one that she's excluded because other persons have performed better than her in this very season. All right,
if we can, I don't know if my producer can help me now to have the Women's Player of the Year nominees. Let's take a closer look at it. Rasheedat Ajibade is there. We have Chiamaka Nnadozie, Thembi Kgatlana, Jemi Soponsewe is also there. We have the Chawinga sisters. They're also there, of course. What are the chances? Rachel Kundenaji is also there, Barbara Banda. Who do you think would pick this at the end of the day? Some of them, some persons are already looking forward to Barbara Banda having gotten, had a fantastic season so far, especially with Zambia. Who do you think this time around the crown fits?
Well, Banda is there. Then you talk about Chiwanga, although the one that plays for Olympic Lyon hasn't really scored for her team in the Champions League, but she has made 2 assists. Then you talk about Rasheedat Ajibade, but I don't really think she may get this time. She may get the gong this time around. I think it may swing between Chiwanga and then the Banda. because she has been instrumental to Zambia in this particular season. She has been very good. And then you talk about Chwanga, who has also been playing very well for Olympic Lyon in the UEFA Champions League. Though as a forward, but she hasn't really scored, but she has made 2 assists. Well, you know, these CAF nominations, you really never can tell with what will come out from it. But every person in that category stands a chance to win this very gong. It is a very right call.
All right, let's move away from the Africa Women's Player of the Year nominee. Let's move on to the Under-20. Now, 2 players from Nigeria squad at the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup have been nominated for the CAF Women's Young Player of the Year. Now, Chiamaka Okuchukwu of Rivers Angels and Flourish Sebastian, who recently joined Galatasaray, made the list. Both were key players in the Falconets' impressive run to the round of 16 in Colombia. No thanks to Japan. Their coach, Christopher Danjuma, was also nominated for the Women's Coach of the Year. However, there were notable absentees. Shakirat Moshood, some people feel, or some persons feel, she should have made the list, who shone, of course, on the 17 Women's World Cup. We also have Harmony Chidi, qualifier top scorer during the Under-17 World Cup run. But what do you make of the Young Player of the Year nominee? I would like to get your own thoughts on this.
Well, the Young Player nominee, Flourish Sebastian, is supposed to be there. Then you talk about Chiamaka Okuchukwu. But I'm faulting why Harmony Chidi is not there, because she despite not Nigeria progressing apart from, you know, crashing out at the quarterfinal stages, she was instrumental to the country qualifying for the Under-17 World Cup. She scored majority of the goals, even in her own club side at home. She has been doing very well. So, and she is at the right state, at the right age, which is to be at the Young Player of the Year. So I was thinking maybe she could have been included, but she was excluded. Of course, well, they won't litter every Nigerian player in that Young Player of the Year category. So Chiamaka Okuchukwu, that of Rivers Angels, and then Sebastian Flourish. Well, let's make do with that. But then they have a stronger position. There are also other young players who are also not coming there to, you know, take it away from them. It's not only about Nigeria. Those other players stand a better chance also to take it. Then when you talk about our coach, Christopher Danjuma there, then you talk about Moses Aduku,
yeah, the coach.
And then you... and Olowokere. I think Olowokere is supposed to be there. Yes, Olowokere is supposed to be there. It's well deserved. Anyway, well, we're looking forward to whatever will happen by December. But I'm glad that Nigerian players are being recognized not only in Africa, but internationally.
All right, let's go through the list. You've just given us updates from the coaches angle. Moses Aduku, Christopher Danjuma. Amongst these coaches that have also been nominated, which of the coaches do you think deserve to be the coach of the year for the women's national team? A strong squad from Olowokere Bankole. There's also, you know, the likes of Christopher Danjuma also in the list. Ahmed Ramadin also is there. Hassan is also part of it. And the lady doing exploit right there, I think, for TP Mazembe, who deserves the crown?
This is a tough call. I won't say I'll be patriotic to mention Moses Aduku. Had it been Edo Queens reached the finals, maybe in when you're talking about coach of the year in the club side, then you mention Coach Moses Aduku. Then you talk about it already. Christopher Danjuma and then Busayo Olowokere, of course, they are not going there. They won't win it. They won't win it. It will come from maybe from other African countries who have done very well. You talk about the under-17 coach of, I think the under-17 coach of Senegal. I think she was mentioned there. She has already, she did so well. No, Kenya, sorry, because Kenya were at the Women's World Cup for the first time, and that's a very good one. So I won't be patriotic and mention our Nigerian coaches. No, if we had gone further, especially in the under-17 World Cup, where we had the chance to reach even to the finals, of course, we might mention Olowokere, but now it's off from Nigeria. We won't get that gun at all.
All right, finally, Club Player of the Year, we have the likes of MMSCN, and not also forgetting goalkeeper Omini Oyono. And they've earned spots ahead of the prestigious 2024 CAF Award ACN. The top scorer of the Waffle B Champions League qualifiers has been the standout player in the 2024 CAF Women's Champions League, scoring 3 goals. As of course, Edo Queens are looking forward to battle for 3rd place. Do you fancy MMSCN picking this award ahead of other fantastic ladies who have also made the list?
MMSCN has been fantastic for Edo Queens, right from last year during the Super 6, during the league, from the league to the Super 6, then being the best player in the Super 6. Then you talk about even reaching the Waffle B, where they took the title, then crashing out painfully. It was painful. I'm still feeling the pain here of them crashing out against TP Mazembe. It's a good one for her. But I don't think she will get it, because I have to be practical here. The Edo Queens didn't reach the final. Anybody who is going to get the Interclub Player of the Year has to be someone from the finals. That's finals between TP Mazembe and the ASFA. So I don't think we will take that crown. Unfortunately, Edo Queens crashing out may cost MMSCN this very.
So you're looking at maybe Mata or Masudi. Maybe Mata or Masudi might come out as tops on your list.
Who?
Mata of TP Mazembe and of course Masudi of ASFA.
Yes, they may come out. Yes, they can win it. It depends on who takes the crown. You know, when you don't reach the final, you lose out on so many things, and that's why it's very painful for Nigeria, because with what MMSCN has done, with what she has done, PSN has done, she has done so well, and it's unfortunate that this time around she may not get it, but I'm glad she's being recognized despite Edo Queens not reaching the final. Of course, that was very painful. Then it's going to come, the Interclub Player of the Year will come between the two sides. Any of these players from the two sides, anybody who takes the crown, and especially the outstanding player from there will take the crown.
All right, I want to say a big thank you to you, Isabella Ikioma, for your quality time, always dissecting and analyzing the very best of women's football in Africa and beyond. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for having me once again.